Hey y'all.
Hey.
We're in Houston, taking care of some things, seeing some family and friends. We thought we'd take a break and bring you along on a fun, very inexpensive day exploring the Houston Museum District.
Yeah, we want to show you that there's free days out there, and we're going to spend a day in Houston and hardly spend any money whatsoever.
So come on.
No, not this time.
So here we are at the McGovern Centennial Gardens. This is always free, and it's right here in the Museum District. We've never been here before.
Never been here before. Thought we'd give it a look, and we'll take you along with us.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
So dogs are allowed on a 6-foot leash or shorter. And it's actually a large park. It's part of Hermann Park, divided up into several areas.
Yeah, let's go walk. Just across the street is the Miller Outdoor Theater.
Yeah, we'll walk over there in a little while and look at it.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time here as a kid, and there's a hill over there that will kind of show you. I don't know if you can see it on the camera here, but we used to roll down that hill all the time. And the Outdoor Theater is, you know, they have a lot of performances and stuff there. It's really a neat place.
So the Rose Gardens have been a part of Hermann Park since the park was established in the 1930s. But when a few years back, they raised some money to redevelop Hermann Park and improve on what was here already. We grew up coming here. And so the whole Centennial Gardens thing is part of the reimagination of Hermann Park.
Yeah, very nice.
So there's a circle walk that goes up to the top of this. Let's go check it out. This is a first for us as well, so
We're really enjoying it.
So when I was a kid, my dad was into photography, and he used to love to bring us out to the rose gardens here in Hermann Park and take pictures and teach us about the flowers and everything. And so every time I come out here, it reminds me of him, even though this is nothing like it was back then. But he would love this place. He'd be everywhere with his camera in this garden. So now we're in a sculpture garden that's part of the McGovern Centennial Park, or gardens. And it looks like each bust is a representative of someone from another country. And Houston being a very international city, that makes a lot of sense.
Wow.
And this is the bust of Cabeza de Vaca, who he was a Spanish explorer in the 1500s who's credited with basically discovering Texas as he came across the Gulf Coast on his travels. So the modern history of Texas began with Cabeza de Vaca. He lived here from 1528 to 1536.
Wow. Learn something every day.
Yeah. So this is the family garden, and it's actually a garden where children and families are encouraged to cultivate vegetables and other plants and extra herbs and things like that. And the extra produce that I guess they don't use is donated to the local food banks.
That's really cool.
It's like a big community garden. Yeah, this is the Miller Outdoor Theater here in Hermann Park. They do free performances all the time. There actually is a performance of Anything Goes tonight at 8 o'clock, and the tickets are free. You can either sit on the lawn or an hour before the show time. They have like an hour and a half during the day or an hour before show. You can pick up free tickets at the box office if you want an actual seat. They have some chairs down underneath the pavilion. We would do it, but it's going to get chilly tonight, and we weren't thinking about that when we left, so we're not exactly dressed appropriately for the change in weather this evening. But this is a great venue to see a musical or a play, or they do a Shakespeare festival and all kinds of stuff. So I'll put a link in the description to their website so you can check their schedule in case there's something going on while you're in town. So now we're going to go into the Health Museum, and this is actually free every Thursday from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. So let's go check it out. Parmesium.
What was it?
Parmesium.
Okay.
Remember that from biology class?
No. I gotta beat the skeleton.
Your opponent looks a little bony.
I'm telling you, he needs to eat a sandwich. Or she, I don't know.
All right, so the health museum.
Yeah, it's a museum if you have kids. It's great to bring. There's a lot of interactive things for the kids to do.
Yeah, and you know, for free, it was fine. A few minutes to walk around, and air conditioning, which during the hotter parts of the month are great.
Yeah, and one of the funny things was I went to the restroom in there, and of course, being the health museum, interesting things they had on the wall. And one of the things was, it wasn't make sure you wash your hands, it's make sure you dry your hands, because it said wet hands have 1,000 times more germs than dry hands. Ooh, only at the health museum.
So I mean, yeah, it's a good stop, you know, on free day. I'm not sure I would pay to come in as adults, but like Tom said, if you've got kids, this could be a good interactive thing to do.
There's several interactive things.
And it's right across the street from the Children's Museum. So,
yeah, which with kids you want to do that for sure. And we noticed since we've been, Austin hasn't been a child for a long time. They've added an outdoor thing to the, and it's a great children's museum here in Houston. So encourage you to do that if you have your kids.
Or grandkids.
Or grandkids, that's right. Yep.
All right, on to the next one.
On to the next one.
And now we're going into the Houston Museum of Fine Arts, which seems like ever expanding. Actually, it looks like building another expansion across the street.
Yeah, if you hear some hammering, that's what they're doing. And this is free all day?
All day, every Thursday.
Every Thursday, so that's awesome. We're going to go in and share a few things with you.
Well, we don't know if they'll let us film, but hopefully we'll.
Oh, well, we'll see. If they let us, we'll film a couple things.
Come on. So the Museum of Fine Arts.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is a lot to see here. I mean, room after room after room.
You could spend a full day in here for sure.
Yeah, and of course, someone's backing up on the little van right there. Sorry about that, but no, it's really cool. And hey, you can't beat the price on Thursdays.
Yeah, free all day on Thursdays, every Thursday. And also, there's two buildings right now, and so if you go in the building that says MFAH, Museum of Fine Arts Houston Cafe, that's where most of the artwork is. And then there's an underground tunnel that connects you to the other buildings, some of the other exhibits.
Yeah, but a lot to see. You might want to get here early if you want to really see it. And I mean, we saw a lot. We saw what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
It was fun. On to the next thing.
Let's go. This is this outdoor sculpture garden associated with the Museum of Fine Arts, and it's always free. You can walk through anytime during the day, I guess.
Cloud what?
Column.
Column. And this is, it's kind of like Chicago's...
Like Chicago's Bean.
Bean.
It's new.
Yeah, it's new to Houston. Wow, what is this?
This is the Glasdale School of Art, but you can walk up to the roof to get a kind of a bird's eye view.
I'm here to tell you, that's a walk right there. Oh wow, look at that. Downtown Houston, Texas. Always felt like Houston has such a beautiful skyline.
And then behind you looks like another downtown, but it's actually the Texas Medical Center. Right there.
Yep, that's the medical center.
And if you can see the stadium lights over here, I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but that's Rice University.
Yep, that's where Stacy got her MBA.
Yes, it is. And now we're going to check out the Contemporary Arts Museum here in Houston. This one is one that's always free every day, so you can come whenever you want. So the Contemporary Arts Museum.
It's pretty contemporary. It's very interesting. I don't know, there wasn't a lot for us to really video in there.
It's a small museum. There's 2 floors, but they're just big rooms basically with a couple of different exhibits.
Yeah, I felt like if I filmed it, I'd be giving it away. I mean, it's not going to take you very long to go through it. I mean, to each its own on that. It's not my kind of thing, really, but I mean, there was some interesting stuff in there. At one point, there's these TVs that were just playing wild stuff, and I turn around and there was a naked woman on the TV. It was kind of weird to me. I don't know. It was different. Let's just call it that.
But they are running a thing right now. I think they're calling it Shapeshifters, an exhibit, and it's got like some architectural images and things, which are very interesting.
Yeah, I saw you were looking at that on the wall, and that was pretty cool. So.
But yeah, so if you're into contemporary art, you can check this one out anytime because it's free. And now we'll check out what else we can do around here.
Go on to the next thing.
Y'all just making a round trip and coming back here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. How late does the train run?
Last run at 6 o'clock.
Thank you. We're riding the train. Woo-hoo!
Yeah, this is actually, other than lunch today, is the first paid thing we've done today.
And how much did the tickets cost?
They were $3.75 a person to ride the train. It's nothing. This is fun. Stacy and I did this when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
And then they refurbed this, and Austin, we did it with Austin a bunch of times.
Yep.
And so now we decided, what the heck? It's a beautiful day. We'll take you on a little train ride through Hermann Park.
I love it. I feel like a little kid again.
Absolutely.
Hello and welcome to the Hermann Park Railroad, a family favorite in Houston for over 50 years. It's our pleasure to have you on board today. The railroad is operated by Hermann Park Conservancy, a nonprofit organization dedicated to the improvement and stewardship of Hermann Park.
Well, that was pretty fun.
The Hermann Park Railroad, that is a classic. I still love it as much as I did when I was a little bitty kid.
Yeah, and it's a lot longer ride than it was when we were kids.
Yeah,
but
18 minutes long. There's multiple stops. You can get off and on if you want to and visit different parts of the park.
Yeah, back when we were kids, it was no off and on. It was just a
And
round
small
trip.
loop. Mhm.
But now they have like 3 or 4 stops, and like on a Saturday, you can buy an all-day pass.
Yeah.
So you can go to a lot of things around Hermann Park, because there's all these attractions that we've done today are all around here. So if we could have done that earlier, we could have been taking the train.
Yeah, I love the train.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So if you come to Hermann Park, even if you don't have kids or grandkids with you, take the train.
Take the train.
Yeah, especially if it's a pretty day.
And they also have paddle boats here.
Yeah,
And
we've done
you
that
can-
before
you
too.
can enjoy, just a leisurely paddle around their lake, in a paddle boat. And that's a lot of fun too. But we have gotten caught under the fountain before, and that was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, it was fun.
So now, on to something else?
On to something else.
Let's go. All right, so we had originally planned to hit one more spot, and that was going to be our favorite museum in Houston.
Yeah.
The Houston Museum of Natural Science, which is behind us.
Yeah.
We had read online that they had free hours for some of their exhibits on Thursday evenings from 6 to 9. Unfortunately, so we saved it for last because it's our favorite.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, those times have changed.
Well, at least today, he said there's a special event today.
So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they closed early because of the special event and didn't do the free hours tonight.
Yeah.
But always apparently call ahead, just so we've seen it a bunch of times. We used to be members of this museum.
Yeah, so we're disappointed, but we've seen it, so it's okay. but we don't want y'all to miss it.
Yeah,
so
we
this is,
highly recommend the Houston Museum of Natural Science. There's a planetarium inside, there's a butterfly garden, there's an IMAX movie theater, there's dinosaurs and fossil fuels and gems and minerals and the Serengeti and just a ton of stuff and interactive exhibits and stuff.
Absolutely, and even if you have to pay for it, it's worth it. This museum's worth every penny.
And it's one of those museums where you can build your own experience too, because all of those things are kind of piecemeal. You know, you've got your general exhibits and then your IMAX, butterfly garden, and planetarium.
But all in all, we've had a phenomenal day. Our parking was absolutely free today, even in a major city. I mean, free parking. We've been around Hermann Park the whole day. Yeah,
so what we did was we parked, there's a free parking lot right next to the McGovern Centennial Gardens on Hermann Drive, right across from the Health Museum. And it's a big lot and it's free. And then we moved the car when we were gonna ride the train. We moved the Jeep over to the zoo parking lot. The Houston Zoo is also here. And it's just on the other side of the Miller Outdoor Theater from where we are, right next to the train. So we parked over there, and the rest of the day we've just gotten some exercise walking around. You can walk to all the museums we've been to, the art museums and things right here. There's a lot of other museums too that we did not hit. Some of them have free hours on other days. I'd love to hear what are your favorite inexpensive things to do in your town or in Houston, either way, because we're going to be traveling to a lot of places, and we love to find, you know, things that you can do on a budget that are a ton of fun to kind of get to know the area a little bit more also.
Yeah, so all in all, today, after we ate lunch, which we love that was great at Nico Nico's.
Oh yeah,
but
one of our favorites.
Yeah, we spent $3.75 a person to go on the train. That was it. We spent $7.50 today.
Yeah.
And had a phenomenal day. You know, it could have ended better if they would have been open. That's all right.
But it happens.
It happens.
We didn't call them to confirm their times.
Yeah.
That's our bad.
That's our bad, but no big deal. And but it was a great day, and thanks for coming along with us. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up.
If you haven't already subscribed, please do. We've got a lot more fun stuff coming up, and we'd love to have you join us.
Yep.
And share it with your friends if you know somebody who's coming through the area or lives in the area and is looking for fun things to do. Until next time, y'all, from our hometown of Houston, we're wishing you safe travels
and happy camping.
Bye.
Bye.